Hello aspirants, welcome to Civil Steps YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss a topic of suicides in India. Suicide is an emerging and serious public health issue in India. The rate of suicide has been increasing in India over the years. According to the World Health Organization, India has the highest suicide rate in the Southeast Asian region. As per the National Crime Record Bureau (NCRB), around 1,34,516 cases of suicide were reported in 2018 in India. Suicide has been the most common cause of death in the age group of 15 to 29 years. Now, what are the reasons for suicide? Number 1, depression. Number 2, chronic ill health. Number 3, guilt. Next, trauma, substance abuse, and failure in exam, and also loss of loved one are some of the reasons for suicide in India. Now, what is Section 309? In India, suicide is illegal and the survivor would face a jail term of up to 1 year and a fine under Section 309 of IPC. Now, there are some argument in favor of penal provision of Section 309. Now, what are the arguments? While the right to life is a natural right mentioned in Article 21 of the Indian Constitution, suicide amounts to an unnatural termination or extinction of life and therefore incompatible and inconsistent with the concept of the right to life. The judgment in Gyan Kaur versus State of Punjab 1996 and the Supreme Court's judgment in Aruna Ramchandra Shanubhog versus Union of India 2011 judgment has also endorsed the above observation. Now, there are some argument against the penal provision of Section 309 also. These arguments are like the Bombay High Court in the Maruti Shripati Dubbal versus State of Maharashtra 1986 case. Remember this case, declared Section 309 unconstitutional based on the reasoning that the right to live will also include a right not to live or not to be forced to live. Similar views were expressed in the Chenna Jagadishwar versus State of Andhra Pradesh and P. Rathinam versus Union of India 1994 cases also. These judgments note Section 309 of the IPC as being violative of Article 14 and 21 of the Indian Constitution. The purpose of any punishment is to prevent a person from committing any crime. This is the rationale given by these above cases. The prescribed punishment under Section 309 seem ineffective in preventing prospective suicides by deterrence. Rather than punishment, the person who made the suicide attempt on account of any possible mental disorders must be provided psychiatric and reformative treatment and not subject to imprisonment. So means a person who is trying to attempt suicide needs some help. Now, there are some recommendations also, like some wants that this Section 309 must be repealed. Why? Because there is an urgent need to shift from penalizing attempts to suicide to providing psychological or mental treatment and support to the person affected, given the presumption of severe stress in case of an attempt to die by the suicide. Thus, the article argues for the repealing of Section 309 of IPC. Also, we can prevent suicide if we reduce social isolation and social disintegration. Also, treating mental disorders as well as enabling easy access to psychological counseling. Okay, so this is very less in India, that is psychological counseling. And also improving coping strategies of people who are at a risk through the promotion of psychological motivational sessions and stress reducing techniques like meditation and yoga. Reducing risk factor for suicide such as poverty and social vulnerability. Now this topic is more expectable that it will come under your paper 1 society part, as well as it will come under your paper 2 polity and social justice. So this topic is more important for mains rather than prelims. So please listen it carefully. Thank you.